Hey, Sean Stewart here, and today we are back at Turkstra Lumber. Today we are in the warehouse. We're about getting down to the basics in the trade. Stuff tradespeople wish they knew before they got started, and stuff to help you around your home. Last time we were here, we talked about framing material. Today, we are moving both literally and in conversation inside the building to talk about stuff inside your walls. We made it up to the attic to talk about pink fluffy stuff. We're talking about insulation, stuff to keep you warm inside. And so in this room, we have R40, R14, R20. We have all sorts of different R values. And that R value is in reference to the insulation factor in your wall. On R14 would be used in like a 2x4 wall. It has the thickness that'll fit in a 2x4 wall, whereas an R20 has the thickness to fit in a 2x6 wall. And the insulation values go up to like the R40, for example, which will be used in your attic because that's where you lose the most heat through, is up through your ceiling. Standing here with a roll of vapor barrier, the last protection between the outside elements and the inside of your house. It prevents the moisture buildup in between the wall from coming into your house. It also is the last effort in letting the wind through your house. It comes in a variety of sizes, in 8-foot rolls or 10-foot rolls. Those are the typical ones you'll use on your house because that is the height of your wall. They are typically installed with staples or sometimes nails. And you've seen that red tape before. That is the stuff that you'd use to seal between the overlaps of the vapor barrier. After you have your vapor barrier on, it's now time for drywall. I'm sitting on a pile of 1/2 inch by 8-foot drywall here. Drywall typically almost always comes in 4-foot wide sheets, but it comes in a variety of lengths. You got 8-foot, 10-foot, 12-foot, 16-foot lengths. And you're going to want to measure up your room to see what size makes sense for you to be putting on your walls. You'll also have to consider how heavy the sheet is that you're going to be having to put on the ceiling in your building, and whether you're doing it by yourself or with others. You also have different types of drywall for different purposes. For example, you can use a different type of drywall around a tub where there's high moisture, or in your basement near the concrete floor where there's also high moisture. There's different uses for different drywall. All right, so now we're talking drywall compound. The stuff to fill the cracks between the drywall, filling screw holes, and any hole that is created to make yourself a clean, smooth surface. Right here we got sheetrock 20, 45, and 90. The numbers are in reference to how long it takes to dry. And so we have these different drying times, 20 minutes, 45 minutes, or 90 minutes. If we go over here, we have these buckets that we have an all-purpose mud, a machine mud, and we have a dust control mud up there. They come in different types. These buckets are pre-mixed. The stuff over there came in a powder. And so you'll see a lot of contractors or mudders, tapers, they're going to be using this stuff mostly because they don't want to take the time to mix it. But for you at home, I would suggest the powder because that's going to last a lot longer. This is going to dry out. If you're just going to be repairing small stuff every once in a while, you want to get yourself a bag of powder, mix it up, and do what you have to do, and you can keep it around for a long time. Alright, so we moved through framing materials in the last video, and in this video we made our way into having a closed-in house. We went from having a wall there to putting insulation, vapor barrier, drywall, and then covering it over with mud, getting it ready for paint. And now I want to thank Turkstra for letting us use their warehouse in order to film this. If you're stopping by for the first time or haven't already and are interested, hit that subscribe button and we'll see you back in the shop soon.